Lucy Duran came to Tijuana 23 years ago from Guanajuato in central Mexico. At the time, she was raising 7 kids by herself. She hoped Tijuana would offer a better life for all of them, and she knew she'd find work in the city's booming maquiladora industry. But she needed stable housing. One of the first things Lucy did when she got to Tijuana was join a group that planned to set up an illegal squatter settlement on empty land. It all started with weekly meetings.
They started to take down names of people who wanted land. I started to go to meetings 2 months after we got to Tijuana.
One of the guys who helped organize the squatters was Jesus Minchaca.
La invasión que hicimos aquí no es porque nos gustara invadir.
We didn't trespass on this land because we wanted to. We had to. Because no government, no landowner, no government agency that could have resolved the problem was interested.
El problema se interesó.
The problem was Tijuana simply didn't have enough housing for poor people who came from all over Mexico for the factory jobs. Land occupations by groups of squatters became a primary driver of the city's growth. Up until recently, more than half of Tijuana's population lived in what are called informal neighborhoods. The leaders of the occupation that Lucy Duran took part in asked for volunteers to camp out on the land, to stake out the territory for the larger group.
Those who wanted to and were able to camp out could claim the best plots of land. But everyone had to stay together because the police would come and try to kick people out.
Lucy's daughters wouldn't let her camp out. They said it was too dangerous. So the family ended up with a piece of land on a steep, sandy hill.
So this was all hill.
They built one small room out of wood torn off of discarded pallets. Their bathroom was a latrine up a steep hill out back.
This is 1992, probably.
They had no electricity or running water. The streets were unpaved and dusty. Squatters were told that if they were willing to sacrifice like this, eventually the city would have to recognize the neighborhood and bring in basic services. And it did. Minchaca's role was chief negotiator for the squatters.
Es que a mí me encanta ir a las oficinas de gobierno.
I love to go to government offices and turn in documents. First, making a friendly request. And then, answer me. And now I'm going in person. Now it's beyond paperwork.
Minchaca still organizes people to get land on the outskirts of Tijuana. And though he's a hero to many of the city's poor, Minchaca and others like him are the nemesis of city officials.
This is the problem. Community leaders who don't understand the problems they're causing.
Instead of strategically mapping out new roads, sewage pipes, and telephone lines, city planners are constantly playing catch-up.
Some settlements are inaccessible. They're on top of a hill that you need a 4-wheel drive to get to. And it's extremely expensive and difficult to get them pavement, to put in drainage, etc.
Plus, a lot of squatter neighborhoods in Tijuana are downright dangerous when it rains. In January 1993, flooding and mudslides killed more than 30 people and left some 10,000 homeless. Rosario, Lucy's daughter, remembers those days.
The house, it slided like, I would say, about a meter.
Where city officials see hazard, hundreds of thousands of Tijuana residents see hope, or at least reality, and something else, a sense of unity. The Reyes Duran family home is now much improved, as are most of the homes here in the Colonia Gabriel Rodriguez. The roads are paved, there's a school and a small park. There are modern shopping centers nearby with restaurants and grocery stores. Another of Lucy's daughters now lives in the family home. A few years back, Lucy moved to a new brick house in one of Tijuana's planned communities. Even though her new house is more comfortable, Lucy says she misses the old neighborhood.
We were all really united here, but not there. In my new neighborhood, no one talks to you.
Lucy's daughter, Rosario, now lives in San Diego. She has a pay grade well above most of her former neighbors in Tijuana. But still, she says she could go back to the way she lived before, squatting in a one-room shack with her mom and 6 brothers and sisters.
The union in the family was great. So, I mean, regardless of the material stuff and the inconveniences, I learned so much from all of that.
Jill Replogle, KPBS News.